So eventually you are already investing in marketing, or maybe you plan to invest in marketing because you want to get more qualified leads, clients, and measurable results from your marketing. Then there is always one reason why your marketing isn't working as you want it to work. There is always one reason you need to fix at this time so that your marketing moves forward and generates more qualified leads and clients. And if you don't understand this exact reason, you are just tapping in the dark. You are getting busier and busier with more and more tasks, trying more random hacks and strategies without getting the results. And that's very frustrating. And that's the number one reason why most people believe marketing doesn't work for me, or Facebook, Meta, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google, whatever is not the right platform. And all these things don't work. The question is just, why do they work for so many other businesses, but not for you? And I'm going to show you exactly in this video why your marketing doesn't generate enough quality leads, and most importantly, how you can fix it. And what I'm going to show you in this video is not just based on some random theories that don't work because the person presenting these theories to you never achieved what you want to achieve, but everything I'm going to show you right now in this video is all based on me growing my own businesses and generating 13.4 million in revenue in the last 4 years. So it cost me a lot of money, hundreds of thousands in the past, to figure out why my marketing isn't working, why I'm not getting enough leads, clients, and measurable results, and the ROI of 3 to 10 that everyone else around me has. And yeah, it took me a while to figure out what I need to fix, and I'm going to share all the lessons learned with you in this video so you can analyze your marketing, fix the one problem, and get the results you want. So let's dive right into it. The most important part and the number one reason why marketing doesn't work is simply because you don't even know what your clients want to see, read, and hear to click your ad, become a lead, book a call, and buy from you. If you don't know which content motivates your clients to take the next step, then, well, you are just running blindly and you are promoting content that eventually just annoys your potential clients and repels them instead of attracts them. Okay? So you need to know what motivates people. And what motivates people is mainly two things. The number one thing that motivates people is that they have a problem and they want a solution and they cannot solve this problem themselves because they don't have the experience, they don't have the resources, they don't have the knowledge. Maybe there are other reasons, but they still have the problem and they cannot get it solved. The other reason is they have a desire, they want a solution, but they have no idea how to get on the other side. Right? And very often they have the problem, they have a desire, and they have this gap and they feel the frustration, but they don't know how to create this bridge to transform their problem into the desired situation or solution. And you want to find out what these problems and desires are. And the first step is, as you see it here, just create a list of what you think, or you ask your clients and you listen to what they tell you, what these problems are, what the big problems are related to your offer. It must be problems you can solve with your products or services, of course. It makes no sense at all to talk about problems in your marketing that you cannot solve, okay? That's more like clickbait. So once you've listed these problems, you can run micro tests and you measure the click-through rate and the cost per click of a specific campaign setup, for example, on Meta or LinkedIn, and you measure how many people click your ad and which of these problem statements or solution statements get the highest click-through rate and the cheapest cost per click. And then you focus on these problems. You focus on talking about these problems and talking about how people can get their desire satisfied or how they can get the desired situation, how they can basically solve their problem. That's a much more effective marketing than just doing one thing that nobody really wants to see. And I'm going to show this to you, what you should definitely avoid in the next 2 minutes, because this will cost you a lot of money and a lot of frustration. And in the end, you will feel kind of guilty or ashamed because marketing seems to work for everyone else, but not for you. And that's just because, well, you are doing some of these mistakes that I'm going to show you right now in this video. So the second thing is you just create content about yourself. You just talk about yourself. You just promote yourself, your business, who you are, what you do, what your business does, how many people you have, which services you provide in general. Nobody really cares. They just care once they understood why they should listen to you, once they trust you, and once they feel the desire to speak to you and to get more information about who you are. But you need to develop people to get to this point so that they find interesting what you are communicating. Otherwise, it's just selfish, like on this photo here, okay? Nobody cares about my biceps or about me. You don't even care about me. You just care about how to fix your marketing and get more leads, clients, and ROI from your marketing. In the end, you might want to check who I am. By the way, my name is Manuel Pistner, and my businesses are Bright Solutions and FlashUp, just in case you want to do a background check and see if I'm the next parrot talking about things I never achieved myself. Check out Bright Solutions, check out FlashUp, and you will see that what I'm talking about here is based on real practice, on real business growth experience, not just based on theory, right? But as you see also in this video, I'm not talking about a lot of myself. I'm just talking about you, how you can fix your marketing, how you can get better results, okay? And that's what you should do in your marketing as well, because otherwise people don't listen and they don't care. So just avoid this mistake, and to make a quick assessment and just double check if you are doing it right or wrong. If you are running ads, check your ads. If you have a website, I guess you have one, check your website. Do you talk about yourself, your business, your team, your experience, or do you talk about your clients, the problems, and the desired solutions they have? The second one is a lot more effective. Will lead to much higher conversion rates, much more attention, more interest, and more sales calls and more clients, which gives you the ROI you want from your marketing. Another reason why your marketing might not work is because you try to sell something people don't want to buy. For example, if you want to sell hamburgers at the exit of a restaurant, that's the wrong audience at the wrong time. They already had dinner. They don't want to buy your hamburger. They don't have a problem your hamburger solves. They are not hungry anymore. Okay, and if you try to sell products or services to people who don't have a need for what you sell, like all your efforts are for nothing, people won't buy. You're just wasting your time and your money. And you get frustrated and you annoy other people. Okay, that's why the other things I'm going to show you is how to identify if you are talking to the right people and make sure that you sell to the right people. Because if you don't do this, well, you lose confidence in your own offers, in your sales skills. You start questioning yourself and you don't even know what you should fix. So to validate if you're selling something the market really wants, you can go, for example, to the Google Keyword Planner and check out the search volume per month. If there's a search volume of minimum 1,000 search requests per month for a topic that you serve with your products or services, then you have a high chance that there is enough demand in the market. However, this doesn't mean that your offer is attractive enough so that people want to buy it. And later in this video, I'm going to show you also how you can validate your offer, because that's a very important part. So another big problem is that you don't even have measurable goals. You don't even know what you want to achieve. You just know that you want more revenue, and you know that to get more revenue, you need more clients. And eventually to get more clients, you need more leads, more quality leads, more sales calls. But when you start your marketing and you are not getting clients and you get frustrated and uncertain and you feel like nothing is working, then this is just because you don't know the milestones you need to hit in order to achieve this goal. What your click-through rate should be, what your conversion rate on the landing page should be, your qualification rate of leads. And we are going to talk about this because that's another big failure. If your lead quality is poor and you don't know what I'm going to show you next, then you have no chance at all to fix it, right? So what's your sales closing rate is, etc. Only if you know these KPIs as clear milestones to achieve more revenue growth, then you can systematically focus on one thing that is the weakest part in your sales process and fix this. And then you will be effective. Otherwise, you will just be efficiently working on the wrong thing. And then you are fixing the wrong thing very efficiently, but this won't help you solve the problem. So you need to know exactly where the problem is. This video helps you. And if you have a KPI benchmark for your funnel, then this will also help you. Okay? So that's the planning process. Don't do the mistake like some stupid people do and take this plan for given. It won't mean that when you have this plan, that your reality will unfold suddenly and you will achieve these goals that you've nailed here. You need to have this plan and then you optimize your KPIs systematically to achieve this goal, okay? But I guess you are not as stupid as some other people I talk to. You know that a plan is a plan and you need to work in order to hit this plan and to hit these goals, okay? Cool. So next step is lead quality. If you get leads, but the leads are not turning into clients, or you instantly see that these leads are not of the quality that you want or need, then you need to know which attributes are missing. Because if you don't know this, you get leads, they don't close, and you're just telling yourself, the leads are shit. They don't close. I just get low quality leads. So what are you going to do then? You can continue complaining. Eventually you hired another person that you can blame. Will this lead to better results? Not of course. But if you are a bit smarter and you believe in data and facts, then you look at the attributes that are missing. Now I want to give you the attributes you need to monitor, because if you don't know them, well, you cannot track them. And if you cannot track them, you don't know which attribute you need to fix, right? Once you know the attribute you need to fix, you can adjust your message, you can adjust your landing page just to communicate to the right people and filter out the wrong people. So the first thing you need to validate is the attribute that people actually want what you sell. So that's why you need to have an attractive offer and the right messaging like framework so that you can communicate your offer in a way that people understand it and that it attracts the right people. So this is the first criteria. Person or lead wants what you sell. Okay, you see in my funnel, in my example, everything is yes on the left side, because we've created our funnel in a way that only people enter the funnel if they want what we offer. And we are clearly articulating our offer so that people can clearly understand what it is that they sign up for. So the lead signs up with intent, not just because they want free stuff, like people who visit exhibitions and they just want to collect free pencils and they have no intent and no interest in your business or in your offer, okay? Then you attract the wrong people. Then they need to be personally good fit. As I just experienced, there are a lot of stupid people out there. Sometimes they are just trying to get a person to blame for their own missing skills so that they can just take away their responsibility and say, oh, it doesn't work, I just hired a shitty provider, agency, whatever, and that's why I'm not getting the ROI and the results. But they don't even think or consider that their offer is crap, that they didn't implement it, they didn't look at the facts and at the data, that they didn't improve. This all happens. So you want to make sure that you only talk to people and make an offer to people who are personally a good fit. Otherwise, you grow your business with people you don't like to work with. And that's just like creating a lot of stress and frustration. And I guess if you can decide which business you want to build, you want to be surrounded with smart people, with nice people, with people that fit your core values. Okay? So having one column to track if these people are the right fit, I recommend you do this because it will save you a lot of sweat and tears. Okay? And then, of course, one very important criteria so that you get paying clients is to ask if they have the budget you need to work with them. It makes no sense at all to just have a conversation over a period of 2 weeks and then find out that this person simply doesn't have the budget. Then you wasted your time, the time of your lead or prospect, and it's all for nothing. So better talk about the budget earlier than too late. So budget is another very important criteria. The next one is that this person wants to change something or solve the problem soon. And soon means in less than 2 months. Better in a month or less, okay? As fast as possible, but with a specific timeline. If they don't know when they want to start, like you create an offer and then they never decide. They are just masters of procrastination. And people who procrastinate will never buy from you, okay? So then the next thing is that these people, these leads, need to be a decision maker. They need to want to make a decision and they need to be able to make a decision. So you want to check this out. Otherwise, you talk to people and eventually you become best friends. But then in the end, when you make your offer, it turns out that this person cannot even decide. So you are just talking to a person who isn't a decision maker. And again, your time and the time of this person is totally wasted. It's for nothing. So make sure that you're talking to the right people. And when all these attributes are checked and you have a yes, then this lead is qualified. Now you see that there are some columns where there are many red boxes. You know, you need to focus on just bringing up this attribute. You need to attract people with this attribute. And you adjust your message to speak to people and mention that this is only for people with this attribute, whatever the missing attribute is, okay? And then you also ask on the gatekeeper question on the form, like for this attribute, you ask questions to verify that these are the right leads. And then you only let them enter your funnel. Because if you don't do this, you will do something that is very painful, costs a lot of money. And I will show you next what this is and how you can fix it as well. So your landing page can be another big problem. If you are still using an outdated landing page that is a very long page with a lot of content, and at the end you have a form, a low ticket offer, or a calendar widget where people can schedule a call with you. But these pages don't work anymore unless you are spending 300 to 500 euro per day already, then it can work. But if you are relatively new, you need to make sure that you report enough quality data to the AI of Meta, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, wherever you advertise. They all have an algorithm, and this algorithm needs data from you, conversion data, so that they can deliver the ads to the right people. And you need to split your landing page into 3 parts so you can continuously optimize deeper in your funnel, but you start optimizing with the lowest conversion barrier so that you get enough conversions to train the algorithm and condition the algorithm in the right way. Now, one thing is very important. You should never just report back any conversion data, because if you train the AI with the wrong data, something very bad will happen. I will show you what and why and how to fix it, okay? How to fix it is basically have a 3-step sideways landing page that filters people early and allows you to get enough conversions instead of optimizing for the final conversion event where you just get, I don't know, if you spend $100 or even just $50 per day, you're just getting like 1 to 2 calls booked per week. That's by far not enough. You need a minimum of 20 conversions per week, better 50, so that the AI can optimize properly. And that's what the sideways landing page does. If you split it into 3 parts, then you can optimize ongoingly deeper in the funnel. So you basically optimize for the first step on your landing page. You warm up the second stage, okay? Your pixel event, you condition the pixel with the next conversion event, and then you can switch your conversion event and optimize for the next step, and so on. And that's how you ongoingly warm up your pixel. You train the AI with the right data and you get better results week after week. And then the AI works for you. But if you don't do this right, then the AI will start working against you. The quality of your results and the quality of your leads will drop week after week. Because if you don't have a gatekeeper on your first page or wherever your optimization point is, okay, if you optimize for conversions of the first page of your sideways landing page, second page or third page, or for the call booked, that determines where you need to put your gatekeeper, your qualifying questions, in order to filter for the right people and filter out the wrong people. You only want to let pass the right people. If they answer your qualifying questions correctly, remember you need to define your qualifying criteria so that you can actually automatically qualify them on your gatekeeper form. But then what happens is you feed the AI only with the right data, and this will make the AI work for you instead of against you, okay? Your results will get better and better every single week. So in other words, if you are still not getting enough quality leads, ROI, and clients from your marketing, then obviously you don't have a system. So this is the blueprint of a system, of a sales funnel, of an end-to-end sales system, if you want, that attracts the right people with paid ads or SEO content and nurtures them, and also uses AI targeting to find the right people on social media based on correct conversion data that you feed back to the AI with high enough volume so that the AI has enough data. I won't go into details of this blueprint. You find other videos on our channel, And yeah, if you are interested in getting a deeper insight and overview of how such a sales system works, the implementation steps, how you can build it, we link the video here somewhere, left or right, okay? And yeah, then you can see how you can build this sales system and stop relying on hope hacks or just guesswork. If you are a person that I appreciate most, if you take action, if you want to make a decision, if you want to test how this works, you can just use our AI marketing system and you can start for free. Below this video, there is a link. You can start using our AI funnel builder. You see that here on the left side, we have this system built so that it walks you step by step through all the steps you need to process in order to build a high converting sales funnel and get leads and clients and a positive ROI with your marketing efforts. And this will generate all the problems, your positioning, your offer. It will generate the landing page content, and it will give you all the tracking tools so that you can use data-driven methods and a data-driven process to implement your marketing and get much better results than you are getting right now. That's what the system does for you. So yeah, if you want to start, below this video, there is a link. You can start for free, and you can literally get your positioning, your offer, your value proposition all done within an hour or less. It's just a few clicks of some buttons after you feed the AI with some information about your business, your offers, and your experience. And then the AI will suggest a niche where you should focus on so that you get the best results possible. And if you like this video and you feel like you have a bit more clarity about why your marketing isn't working and what you need to fix, I would appreciate if you give me a like and subscribe. We are going to create more of these videos every single week so that you can grow your business much faster, more profitably, and with less work, thanks to the power of systems, automation, and AI. I'm looking forward to the next video. Cheers and happy scaling.